Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to go through the tutorial on Google Everything. Unfortunately, there's a lot, too many, I think 53 slides in this. So some of the areas I'm going to go over a little bit quicker than others, just so that you have a good understanding of what Google provides you and some of the tools that you can utilize. Some of them you might not necessarily need access to at this point. So in terms of Google, obviously there's Gmail. Within the Google Drive, you've got docs, slides, forms and sheets, different sites and things like that. You have a Google Calendar, Google Hangouts, Google Plus, and lots of different elements. So let's keep going. For social aspects within Google, they've got the Google Plus environment, which we'll go through. You can create groups. There's Blogger, and then there's also Hangouts, which is just like using Skype or any type of video conferencing platform. And it's for Google, it's referred to as Hangouts. In terms of media, it does integrate a lot of different features. You can link to YouTube videos, upload photos, and play different apps that are available. There's also different, obviously, really if you ask most students these days to research something, or if they don't understand anything, it's referred to as Googling it. So I'll Google this, and that's considered a search. But there's also some specialized elements within Google to assist you. For teaching and learning, most of the ones that I've used is the Gmail, the Calendar, developing a community, using Hangout, Blogger, Google Scholar, YouTube, the Google Drive, which then pertains the docs, the slides, the sheets, the forms, drawings, and sites. So to create a Google account, I provided you with a link to go ahead. If you don't have a Gmail account already set up, this will allow you to go ahead and get started. It'll prompt you if you're going to create the account, you're going to actually set up a profile. If you add an image, you'll see that your image appears anytime you're working within, let's say, a document, or if you're posting something within maybe a Google community, it'll show your image. This is my dog. I've got several different Google Gmail accounts just for training purposes. All right, so once you go ahead and set up your profile, you're all set to begin using the environment. When you get to the home page, it's going to look a little bit like this, and again, it's just got a lot of different elements within it, so it's going to take a little bit of time of digging through and learning some of the options. But what I think is really important for many students is to understand the importance of changing some of the settings for protection purposes. You don't want to make yourself available or access to your material without you knowing it. So go through the different settings and make sure that you select those that are appropriate to setting your own privacy. The great thing about the environment is that it does mimic other social networking sites in the fact that it allows you to connect with friends and develop groups and create a community. You can add photos just by uploading them to the site. You can also develop Google Pages, which are similar to like developing a web page. And as I say here, what is it trying to mimic? Very much different social networking platforms like Facebook. So there are different options that you'll see appear in the upper right hand corner of the environment. So you see the plus next to Elizabeth, and if we click on that, it gives me options. The grid there, actually when we click on it, it drops down different choices in terms of apps to use. The little bell are reminders, and then the ability to share along with the image of my puppy dog, and then the Google Hangout option. So if you click on your name, this is what is going to appear as like your home environment. It'll depend on how you've set some things up. So not to fear if it doesn't look identical to mine. In terms of the Google Apps, again, if you click on that grid, these are the apps that will appear beneath it. Most importantly, I think for students is the Gmail, obviously, and the Google Drive. I have a hard time getting through to some students. You know, I love jump drives by all means, and I think it's amazing where they came from with these big, huge floppy disks that we used to have to now just having a small, you know, couple of gigabytes for a jump drive to be able to carry our files around. But obviously the Google Drive provides you with space in the cloud. In terms of notifications, again, it depends. For me, it was when I set up this account from Google to contact me. And then in terms of sharing, when you become part of the environment, you're able to place photos, share different URLs or links to different locations, upload videos, schedule events. Again, lots of different opportunities. And then if you actually click on your image, it'll show you the profile. And if you need to change anything, this is where you'll go to change your account settings. Google Calendar is a fabulous feature in terms of scheduling events and giving you reminders. So if you're interested in using the calendar feature, I would highly suggest it. Developing a community. Just to give you a quick background, because this video is going to go on far too long, I create communities for my classes for some of the ones that I teach. And so it's very easy to develop a community, and you can have both keep it public, or in my case I made it private and only invited specific students to participate. And this just runs through the community setup and how you invite people and friends to join. Again, this is just reviewing some of the features that you're able to share with either your friends or people within your community. As I mentioned, the Google Hangout is very similar to you know, any type of video conferencing platform. And you can create circles and then just, you know, connect with people, whether you use video or audio to share information. Blogger is just another type of blog feature where you're able to create your own blog. Google Scholar, I think, is important for students in terms of research. If instead of just doing a Google search, if you do Google Scholar search, it'll give you more research-related information back. Again, the Google Drive, you have 15 gigabytes of free storage. You also you can use different apps and some of the different tools that are available within the Google Drive to create and share documents. When you first set it up, it actually provides you a tutorial, as I show here, and I'd suggest running through it. I know just from reading your, let me think, assignment 4 material, many of you wrote how much you love Microsoft Office, and believe me, teaching it for 15 years, I enjoy the Microsoft Office environment as well. Google provides you with some different tools that I think are important, some of which is the ability to share and collaborate on documents in real time, and that's where I see a lot of the value. I also see the value, and again, here are just the different ones that are available. Google Docs is obviously like a Word document. Slides is like a presentation. Sheets is like an Excel spreadsheet. Forms, if you're creating a database, and drawings, and then the Google Sites is like a web page. So when you open up your Google Drive, you can go to New to create any one of these types of documents, which you'll be doing for your assignment. I've shared with you a Google document that you're able to edit. And again, by sharing this document with you, we can edit it at the same time, as opposed to with Office products, we have to edit it, save it, email it to the next person, they edit it, save it, send it to the next person. Whereas a Google Doc, you can work in real time and edit items as you're going through it. The other feature that I think is fabulous in Google Docs is the research tool. So if you go to Tools and down to Research, it opens up a window, as you can see in this screen to the right, and you can search for information. The benefit of this is that you can not only search for information, but it'll insert the URL, it'll cite the information depending upon what format, like APA or MLA, into your document. So that's a huge benefit, I think, for students. All different types of add-ons that you can use within Google, and if you find that you really enjoy using it, I would suggest going through it. And again, this is just showing you slides. Education-wise, just to give you some idea of where we're headed. So right now at ECU you use Blackboard. Other institutions might use Moodle or Sakai or Schoology or Edmodo. Many of the K-12 classrooms are going to Google Classroom. Why? Because there isn't a large cost associated with it. Currently it's free. Obviously if you want more features, like everything else, you can upgrade and pay for certain things. But Google Classroom is being widely used and starting to be integrated more and more in K-12. So benefits, just quickly, as you can see here, there's lots of different benefits of using the environment, and hopefully you'll find your assignment useful in moving forward. So good luck and thank you.